Hello friends, welcome to Easy Stamping 123. I'm Karina Chen and I like to come on at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time every Wednesday night to make a card with you. All you need to make a handmade card are three things. You need 1, stamps, 2, paper, and 3, ink. So I started this as a fun challenge for my friends who own existing stamps and maybe haven't used them yet, or it also works great for beginners. So if you are a brand new stamper, you are in the right place because I'm going to show you how to cut your card base and how to create a really quick card using a template. And this is episode 55. So if you're on my newsletter list, you have 55 card templates that have been mailed to you. So that I think is pretty good. Okay, let me just go down here and see. First of all, let's see who's joining me tonight. So I see Kathy's here, Alexina's here. Yay! I'm glad it's working, you guys, since I have to just use YouTube now. So that's where I'll be coming on all the time. Margaret Ann is here. Hello, Margaret Ann. Hello, Kim. Okay, all my friends are here. I am so happy I can get stamping. So I hope everybody had a fantastic day. I actually took the puppies to the park. I'm babysitting Monty and Otto right now. And we went to, I think it's Buena Vista Park by the zoo. Oh, it was so fun. Anyway, we had a great day and I got some stamping done, got my swaps out. So I feel like I had a productive day. Now, I had trouble deciding on what stamp sets I want to use tonight. So this is what I chose. Maybe I should show you what last week's card was, just in case you weren't here. Last week was episode 54, and this was the card sketch, and this was the card that I used. So not bad, right? I think it turned out pretty good. And this is... oh, I have no clue what flower set this is. Anybody know? You can put a comment down if you know what flower set it is. I forget. Inspiring Iris. No. Is that an iris? I don't know. I need my friend Cindy here because she's the flower expert and I am terrible. I have zero knowledge of flowers. Anyway, I'm going to get started. So what I like to do to make this a fun challenge, and you can stamp along with me. Look at the pieces that you're going to need tonight. So you just need a card base. This one is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 1/4 and 2 1/4. So while I decide what paper, stamps, and ink I'm using, you go ahead and you can cut your pieces and you can create along with me tonight. Okay, so I am going to roll a dice to see if I'm going to be using Scenic Pumpkin Patch, More Than Autumn, or Changing Leaves. And in case you're wondering why I have an elastic on here, this is how I keep my sets together. And Easy Stamping 123 doesn't use a Stampin' Up! Die cutting machine, but I think I can still create some pretty cute cards and fussy cut. I think I'm up for that. Okay, so you guys ready for the roll? Here we go. Oh, Snapdragon. Alexina says Inspiring Snapdragon. I think you're right. Thank you. Inspiring Snapdragon. That's what that flower is. I obviously don't have them in my yard. Okay, here we go. What are we going to have? A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Scenic Pumpkin Patch. Okay, that's going to be fun. So I did a video on Tuesday with Scenic Pumpkin Patch, and this actually really lends itself well to stamps, paper, and ink. And I'll show you why. These were the cards we made. Well, no, these are the cards I showed on my video. I didn't actually make this set. I made another one. But you can see how easy it is to create some beautiful scenes with this stamp set, right? And there's no words to it. So you can, you know, grab a sentiment set that you have. So perfect for fall. So this is going to be great tonight. So I'll use Scenic Pumpkin Patch. And then for the paper, Stampin' Up! Has actually 50 colors of ink. Well, I guess ink and paper that you can use. So to make it fun and to make it a challenge for myself, I'm first of all going to spin to see what paper color we're going to use. Here we go. Da, 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 da. We have Moody Mauve. Didn't we use that? We used that last week. Okay, Moody Mauve, that's fine. We can do that again. Moody Mauve. And then for the ink, I got to write this down or I forget. Moody Mauve. I'm actually going to shuffle it because maybe it's not shuffled from last week. Okay, let's close that. Let's just do a quick shuffle. We're going to reshuffle it. Okay, and this will be the ink. And it is Cherry Cobbler. Okay, I can use Cherry Cobbler. Cherry Cobbler and Moody Mauve. I don't know about that. Let's try one more color. I kind of want a different color this week since I just played with Moody Mauve, but we'll see. Okay, what's it say? Cherry Cobbler, Cherry Cobbler. Oh my goodness, this is like an epic fail tonight. Okay, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Does anybody use Wheel of Names? It's kind of fun. We'll just keep shuffling. I do this for all my door prizes, right? Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia? Okay, I'll write that down and we'll see what it looks like. Let's just tuck this aside. And then what I like to do is look at my Color Coach card. So I had, let's see what Fresh Freesia goes with. I don't know about pumpkins and Fresh Freesia. Purple pumpkins, that is really pushing it, I think. Is that even possible to have a purple pumpkin? I don't think so. If you've seen a purple pumpkin, let me know. Kathy, love the pumpkin patch set. Yes, me too. Kim, yes, it really wants me to use Cherry Cobbler. You know what? I can have Cherry Cobbler pumpkins. Maybe I'll switch to, let's see what Cherry Cobbler looks like. Okay. Does anybody else use these cards? I find it's really great when I'm in a rut and I want to try something new. Okay, Cherry Cobbler goes with Pretty Peacock, Crumb Cake, Wild Wheat, and Shaded Spruce. I think I kind of like Cherry Cobbler, Pecan Pie, and Lost Lagoon. I wonder if that would work. I could do Cherry Cobbler Pumpkins, Pecan Pie Fence, Pecan Pie Trees, and Lost Lagoon Birds. Yeah, okay, we're going to go with that. So I'm sort of cheating a little bit, but you know, still not pre-planned. Okay, Cherry Cobbler, Pecan Pie, Lost Lagoon. I'm going to run over here, so it'll be quiet for 2 seconds because I have to get my my inks and my paper, which are beside my desk. So let me run over here. Ooh, this is actually going to be really nice. Okay, let's grab some paper. Okay, I think I'm good with this. Cherry Cobbler and Lost Lagoon. I think I'm just going to use Pecan Pie for an accent color. Oh, that's not, that's Crush Curry. Hold on. Okay, now we're in business. And I have good news. Cherry Cobbler is back in stock at the Stampin' Up! Store. I just ordered myself 2 packages because I was really running low. That's no good. Okay, so I also have Lost Lagoon. Oh, decisions. Okay, I think I'm going to have a Cherry Cobbler card base. And maybe I will pull in Pecan Pie. Okay, this. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's put this away. Hopefully this will turn out nice. This is such a fun set. It took me a while though to make my original card, so we'll see how quick I can be. Okay, so we're going to start with the card base. So all you're going to do is just chop your cardstock in half. So this is 8.5 by 11. So if we put this at the top of my paper trimmer, we're going to chop it in half at 5.5 inches. And then I have 2 card bases. So that's pretty fun. And then I'm just going to score it at 4.25 inches. And then by using the paper scoring blade, it gives you a nice crisp crease, so you have a beautiful card. It's dark on the inside. So I'm going to grab some basic white cardstock. This is already cut down to 4 inches, so let's just cut it down to 5.25. And I might as well just glue that down right inside right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All done. My glue is out. Has anybody been paper crafting today? Kim, pumpkins typically are deep yellow to orange in color, but they can also be white, green, or other colors. However, yeah, there could be purple varieties. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. There are a variety of pumpkins that have purple characteristics. Okay, there's probably no cherry cobbler pumpkins, is there? I'm guessing. But, we'll see. Okay, I need some new glue. Let's try this glue. This is a good question. How many bottles of glue do you guys have on the go? And this is how I store my glue. So a friend gave me a little cup that says Karina. I can put my glue in here, and then it hangs it upside down. So the glue is at the tip and it's always ready to go. Now, you don't have to use glue. You can use a tape runner. We have tear and tape adhesive. That's perfect for putting cards together too. I make a lot of cards, so I really do need green glue. Okay, so where is my template? So we need a piece that is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So maybe I'll do white, and I'll mat it with the pecan pie. Okay, where is my white? Let me see. Okay, here we go. So I need, everything looks like it's 1 3/4, except for this one piece that's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So let's do that first. 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Ooh, I have an extra one in case I make a boo-boo. Okay, here we go. This one is going to be 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, 3 1/4. Okay, so it looks like this, and then I think it looks prettier if I mat it a little bit. So let's mat it with crumb cake. So these pieces were 1 3/4. So when you're going to mat it, you need to add on 1/4 inch. So if my white's 1 3/4, another quarter would then be 2 inches. So 2 inches one way, and then 4 inches, and then 3.5 inches. Let's just double check. Yep. See, it's all coming together. And then this one is going to be 2.5 by 2.5. And that will mat the other piece. 2.5 by 2.5. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I've got the pieces that I need for my card. Except I'm not loving that cherry cobbler. Let's see if I have any fun designer series paper to use with that. Now I did just get this in. Oh, you shared this on Karina's Creations? Thank you, Margaret Ann. I appreciate that. See, my friends are so helpful. You guys always take care of me. What do you think? Is that kind of fun? There's no brown in it, though, is there? I think I kind of messed it up. And this is, what is this, real red? Yeah, this is real red, and I'm using cherry cobbler, so I don't feel like that is a good fit. And let me just double check this paper. More new paper. Do I have cherry cobbler in here? Oh, it kind of looks like a berry. No, that's way too dark. No, not loving that either. Just trying to lighten it up a little bit. Just seems so dark. Oh, what's this? Ooh. But again, it is not cherry cobbler. Then I'm introducing another color. Let me think. And then when all else fails, we'll hopefully go here. Cherry cobbler. What is this? Neutrals. Hold on, I put my little stamping pea there, my good luck pea. I don't have any cherry cobbler. Isn't that interesting? Okay, check one more place. My bird paper. What is this? Hold on a second. This looks like cherry cobbler, doesn't it? Ooh, ooh. Except that's flowers. Okay, I give up. We are not using any designer series paper tonight. We'll put my lucky pea over there. Okay, so instead, I'm going to have to create my own background because I think it's kind of boring. And what can I do? Maybe some birds. You know what? I'm going to start with this first. And this is going to be my center image. And I find this set's a little tricky at first to play with until you get some idea of how your cards go together. So that's my center image. I'm going to be inspired by this card that I made. So let's put some pumpkins down here. Now, oh, look, I masked it. Okay, let's try cherry cobbler pumpkins and see what it looks like. Let's see. We have a little cluster of 5 pumpkins right here. Just need a block. And when you're using a dark colored ink, it's going to discolor your stamps a little bit, but that's okay. This is going to be interesting, right? Okay, so let's do that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, oh, I could have stamped it off. What happens if I stamp it off? Look how distinctive this stamp is. Isn't that fun? Okay, do I have any scrap paper? What is this? Oh, yeah, I do have scrap paper. No, I'm going to leave it dark. Now I don't have any green. I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to do Lost Lagoon. This is going to be the most out there pumpkin card ever. But let's just see what it looks like. Because this is just for fun. Just for fun. Would I normally use a green? Absolutely. Oh, mind you, I could have probably used the pecan pie. Okay, let's try this. We'll see what this looks like, you guys. Eek. Okay, and this is going to go off my paper, so let's put this up here. I thought that first pack of paper and the piece on top looked good. What was the first pack that I grabbed now? My YouTube comments are always a little behind. Ooh, I got a tip though. What do you think will happen if I stamp a fence directly over my pumpkins? It's going to have a fence design on it, right? So what I did is I stamped this little image out on a Post-it note and I cut it out, and that's how I made this card. Oh, my pumpkins aren't upside down. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is you mask it off. Then when you stamp your fence, it looks like the fence is behind the pumpkins. Okay, watch when you pull this off. Ooh, isn't that fun? Okay, let's have some bluegrass. Why not? I'm going a little crazy tonight. Okay, let's just clean this because that's messy. Let's clean this, and I need another block for the fence. Okay, coming down the road here to make my card. And I think I need a little bit of grass, but I want it to be very light because it's blue. I think it's going to look weird. Now, technically, this is a cloud, but I am doing it like it's ground. And why is it kind of pinky? I have no clue. Right, that kind of looks like a ground, doesn't it? Let's pull it in here. Okay, there's my ground. So I have a bluey gray ground. I'm going to try rinse this again. So that's going to be my center panel. And when I make cards, I only choose 3 colors. So we will go like this. Here we go. And then I'll see if I can find that first pack of paper, because I do like to add a little bit of designer paper onto my cards. It just makes everything really nice. Okay, so that's the first panel. And let's see, so it's going to go basically like this. Like this. So you're not going to see much of the design other than this cool kind of pumpkin image. So we need something to go around here. What do I have? Some trees, some pumpkins. I could just stamp some pumpkins maybe. I think some birds would look nice. Let's do some birds on this one. Get rid of the clouds. We'll put some birds on. We're going to have blue birds. We'll have some blue birds down here. And then we'll have birds, birds, birds. And I think this edge will show. So we'll put more birds. Oh, we got a whole flock, a dangerous flock of birds. Okay, and then that will go on this panel. And then on this piece, I think what we're going to do is do another pumpkin scene. Okay, so we're going to get the big pumpkins this time, even though we're not going to see a lot of the big pumpkins. I think it'll be kind of fun to use. Which way do my pumpkins go? I think this way. Okay, so let's go like this. And then we'll use this for the ground this time. The ground image. And I'm just going to flip this upside down. I can kind of see where I'm going. Put that up there. I really should have got a bigger piece of scrap paper, but that's okay. Go like this. Ta-da! There we go. And don't I have some clouds on here somewhere? I do. Oh, maybe we should put some birds in the sky. Put some birds in the sky. And then we also need, oh, I got a lot of blue going on here. Why didn't I do brown for the ground? I don't know. Okay, I don't want this one. I need a pumpkin stem. Okay, this one. Let's do brown. That's what I should have done for my other one, but that's okay. I think it'll still be really good. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see what this looks like now. Because really the main panel is my focal point. I kind of like the extra pumpkins at the side, don't you? I think that looks nice. So I've got that here, this here, this here. I don't love all the birds. I think I'm going to flip it and do more pumpkins because it'll take 2 seconds to do that. And then it kind of looks like a cluster of pumpkins. Then you can tell me which side looks better. And where's my ground? Okay, there we go. Bird. Birds, birds, birds. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we got. I have to move my cute little pea. Okay, I think I like this better. What do you think? We've got this. We've got this. We've got this, and we've got this. That looks better than all those crazy birds. Now my sentiment has to go on here, and I need some kind of layer on this piece. Now Kim still says she thought the first package of paper looked the best. I really wish that I thought I had I thought I had designer series paper in that color pack. I don't. So this is what I'm going to do instead. Oh, and you know what? For my sketch, I'm missing a layer, aren't I? Should I put a white in here? Or should I do cherry cobbler again? Okay, hold on a second. It looks like I need one more color. Okay, I'm going to cut this over here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. 4 by 5 1/4. And I really want to create a background, so I'm getting my plaid stamp. Okay, guys, who owns the sketched plaid stamp? I think it's amazing. Well, this is too wide. Nope. There we go. I love it. I'm not even going to take it out of the case. I don't even put it on block half the time, and I'll just show you what I'm doing. So let's go stamp, 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 stamp. We're inking up the plaid. And I don't really mind if I don't have full coverage. I just don't want a plain background. I think it looks kind of boring. Oh, and I see some spots on here where I do not have any ink. So, oh, still don't have any ink. When you ink it upside down, you can kind of see where the blank spots are. Now, you can put this down here like this. If this was on a block, I could actually like flip it over and stamp it onto my cardstock. I find though, if you're just careful and you put pressure with your hand, the image transfers. Or if you have a brayer, if you happen to have a brayer, this is a new Stampin' Up! Brayer, you can just go like this. Make sure you're holding one side so it doesn't wiggle. And I will put that away, and then let's see what the image looks like. See, isn't that great? And then I just have to remember to take this to the sink and give it a little wash. And then let's see what this looks like. See, I don't have designer series paper, but with just stamps, paper, and ink, you can create your own designer series paper. Now, to give it a bit more dimension, I'm just going to pop it up with some dimensionals. Kim mentioned yesterday that she heard from another demo, and you're supposed to put a dimensional in the center to support your paper, right, Kim? I think that's what you said. Anyway, I think that's a super idea. Now, if you guys have made this card, if you're stamping along with me, normally I would have had you share on Facebook, but instead you can email it to me if you want. I do have an email. I think it's Karina@KarinaStamps.com. I'll put my email on here next time, and then you guys can send it to me and I will share it on my video. Because you guys are some pretty good stampers who are watching tonight. Okay, here we go. So that's going to go like that. So all I really need is a sentiment now. And if you don't have a sketched plaid stamp, you could just use some designer series paper. We have lots of paper. I just couldn't find one that I really wanted. Oh, did I glue that down yet? I did not. Okay, that's going to go like that. So you can see I'm following my card sketch. The only thing I need now is a sentiment. Now, because this is dark, I'm just going to stamp it on a piece of white and put it on my card. But you know, I don't mind this. It isn't terrible, even though I would not use blue. I would not use Lost Lagoon to create grass. I should have probably used pecan pie, because you know in fall everything's starting to die out because winter's coming, right? So pecan pie probably would have made more sense, but I'm being creative tonight. I'm allowed to do that with my easy stamping 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Isn't that cute? It didn't turn out bad, hey? Now I just need some kind of a sentiment. What about those other sets that I put back? Do I have a sentiment on there? A little note to brighten your day. Yeah, I'm going to use changing leaves. So I'm going to say a little note to brighten your day because fall is coming, right? And this is a card I shared on Instagram today. So my Instagram is Stamp with Karina. And I thought that was a super fun card. And I made that yesterday on the Facebook, or no, YouTube Live. Okay, let's see. Little note to brighten your day. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm 5 minutes over. I always give myself a 30-minute time limit for easy stamping 1, 2, 3. Let's just pop that up. That's pretty cute, right? And this for sure is just using stamp paper and ink. And I haven't even cheated by adding ribbon or embellishments yet. Ooh, see, that would look cute up there. But the sketch says to put the sentiment down here. So let's do that. A little note to brighten your day. Okay, and where is my bling that I had? Let me just double check where I put it, because I'm still loving those pecan pie and white ribbon embellishments, I think they're called. Let me just check over here. Friend. If they're on my table, give me a shout. Do you love the card, Alexina? Yeah, it's kind of fun to see what you can create when you're challenged, right? I always grab my embossing folders and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun for me to do this challenge. Okay. Let's see. I have some of these. I think I'm going to use these. These are the adhesive back swirl dots that go with that coffee set that we have. Oh, wait. I think I like, look, that looks kind of pretty, right? Let's put them right here. Let's put 2 here. We got 1 here, 1 here, and then we'll put 1 up here. Okay. So that is my card tonight. We've got easy stamping 1, 2, 3. you can see if I can do this, anybody can do this, because I had to use really, really tricky colors. And let's see, we have Sharon in here, late to the party. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. And Alexina likes it. Thank you so much. Carolyn, you like it too. Very cute colors, like the layers. Yeah, I would seriously love to see what you guys make with this. I just have to check what my email is. I'm pretty sure it's karina@karinastamps.com. But yeah, you're welcome to send it to me, and then I will share it next time. Now, do you guys want to see the card that inspired this? So for our team is called Crafting Crew, and we do a swap every single month. And my friend Celine sent me a card. You want to see her card? Look at that, right? So if you have a leaf stamp set, isn't that just stunning? And she used, I think this is Blackberry Bliss and Pumpkin Pie. And we don't have this retired ribbon. The ribbon is retired, but it's still beautiful. But I think it just goes to show that you can do pretty much the same thing with any stamp set and have a nice fall card. Okay, so thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. I hope you had a fun time. I'd love to see what you create, and I will be back on Tuesday at 1 Mountain Standard Time on YouTube again, and you can check out my stuff on Instagram, and I do have a blog, karinastamps.com, and I will be posting, I'll try to do daily posts on my blog just so that you guys can see what I'm up to. I tend to make a lot of cards. I have a lot of cards on the go right now. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you Tuesday. Oh, and if you had fun with this video, please like, share the video. I need to grow my YouTube channel now that I'm not using Facebook anymore. So I appreciate any likes or shares that you guys do. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, Maureen's here too. Hello. Thank you, you guys. And thank you, Alexina. Have a great